Hi, Deb. It's set for 1. Alright, give me a second. Alright, go ahead and put any question. How was your Saturday? It's going. What about yours? So I think I might want to use that. Wait, I am paying the difference for 2. Okay. Mine is interesting. Alright, see what happened. Alright. I see that. Okay. No problem. Alright, go ahead and put any questions when you're ready. I saw it. Oy. Okay. Whew. My first question is, why did this lady block me from her channel and pretended like my money wasn't going through? Probably to scam you, but let's see. I know some readers, they'll do that, or some like they'll like, oh well, I see the truth in all of this, so I'm going to keep the money. Like for me, it's not even that. Like if I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to decline it right then and there. If I know it didn't complete your service, I'm going to refund you. Yada yada yada. Let's see. But let's see why. I'm gonna just use this. So I've been a subscriber for a few years and don't know what I did wrong. Did you say anything, or were you like, well, if you said anything, maybe they, no, she discreetly did it and probably texted her mods. Ah, I see. But like, what was your dialogue with her? Like, what did you say? Press on the top. Let's press on the top. Why did this particular YouTuber? Why did they block Deb and act like they didn't get her money? Why? Why did they do this one? Okay. Two of Cups, the Hermit, Four of Cups, the Lovers, High Priestess. That's a little weird. Give me a second. Talk about Four of Cups. All right, this is gonna see. Wait, so I guess my energy makes her uncomfortable all of a sudden. I just asked my question. She asked my son. I repeated it. Okay. Well, here's what I get. It sounds so weird, but it's what it feels like energetically. And I'll try to translate it to like realistic terms, but it's almost like this. So this person has a certain audience that they're looking for, and maybe you didn't like necessarily fit the bill. I mean, this is you paying it, but like Four of Cups, like that's rejecting. And then the Hermit. None of us they thought that like you showed up as somebody that was a bit apathetic or not in the way that they liked. As well, sometimes Four of Cups can talk about jealousy, but wait a minute, it could also be that type of thing here too. Is like this, like let's say this is like another reader or whatnot. People that usually go to them, and it, mind you, this is just an example, but like people could usually go to them about love and other things like that, and maybe your question may have been a bit outside the box, like again not fitting the bill or something like that. It's like, excuse me, it's all surrounding like the one thing of like she is not fitting what other people are fitting in, like she's not fitting into this box. Excuse me. Any other reason why she did this? Press the top one, two. Okay. And I mean, that can easily translate to like, you say you've been a subscriber for years, but like, I mean, you can subscribe to somebody for years, but not necessarily comment on their stuff. I'm not saying that you haven't, but like, just putting it to reality. Like, she could have regulars and you're not a regular. You could have just asked like a different type of question and other people were asking. Maybe she felt like you were an easy target. But it's all centering around like this whole thing of like everybody that usually goes to her about like one thing, and you could have been asking her about something else. Even if it was about love per se, and is this a reader, it could have been like the way that it was asked. I don't know. Page of Swords, the Moon, Four of Swords. And I don't know if you said something that you shouldn't have, or the way that something was said. And then you have here, why is the Moon here? Six of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Here's the other thing here too. Like, let's say again, if this is a reader, you do have a lot of people that are gifted, but some people that are gifted unfortunately do scam, so they can sense things about you and are correct about it, but they will kind of use that to maybe manipulate you. Six of Pentacles, this is giving and taking. Maybe she could have sensed like you had some anxiety about something or were bothered or kind of confused, and she could have just used that as an excuse for something or whatnot. Because I'm trying to really get, I'm like, why she would. Okay. Love related questions. Yeah, I asked why my ex still called me from unknown numbers, and someone else asked a similar question tonight. Well, I can tell you some readers, they don't like it when some people repeat the same questions and the same thing, like the same person doing the exact same thing type of thing. It could have been that. I mean, either way, she still had no excuse. The best thing that she could have done if she just didn't want to take you was simply refunded you, when try to give a good enough excuse or at least be honest. I mean, hey, but let's see again. Why did this woman? Why did this reader do what she did? Why? Cards to the top, please. Growth, things getting bigger. Brown hair male, peace. Why did she do this? Good news. Wait, what? Solitude, home, destruction. Here's one thing that came to mind. You do have some jealous readers out here that, like, if they see that a person has good things coming to them, they don't like that. I'm not saying that's necessarily what it is, but I wouldn't necessarily doubt it with this one. What's with peace? What's with peace? Hidden enemy. I mean, that would be that person doing that to you. Like, like you say, you asked why your ex was like, or was he like, either way, was someone calling you from unknown numbers, so disturbing your peace. Brown haired male, which would have been him. What's with good news? Sexual attraction. Huh? Alright, I'm asking why this woman did this, not... give me a second. I'm gonna try and find another deck that can actually tell me, or at least point me in a certain direction. I'll just put these other. Do I want to use that one? Dark mirror. I don't want to use that, but let me just use this. But it's a little confused. I'm trying to see. That's sad. I hope right now. Let's see. It's other get the readers that don't have a problem with it. You even get different questions I've seen. Yeah. She used my anxiety against me. It's possible that she did. That's sad. I hope it's not that, because the cards they pulled was 10 of Cups, King of Wands, and another card I can't remember. Wait a minute. That would explain that other one. The happy family one and the sexual attraction. But let's see. But again, why did this reader, why did she basically stop. Why did she basically scam Deb? Why did she basically do that? Across the top, please. 1, 2, 3. One. Vance. Abaddon. She's somebody that has a big ego. Vance. This is challenging a person. Abaddon, that would just be the mods. Okay, so what's with Vance? 2, 3. Keeper of the Whispers for those 2. A Leper King. Poet of Avon. It's not that I can't understand it. It's just like simple shit. Again, Vance. So this would be used, but to me, this is somebody that's challenging a person. Not saying that you were, but like... I mean, you already know how catty women can be. Keeper of the Whispers, a Leper King. Keeper of the Whispers, this is more so of like, I'll tell you before a price. The Leper King is more so go ahead. Okay, but still, why did she block her and take her money? Why? First, I thought this 1, 2, 3. Oh, the maid. Arthur. Lilith. Okay, tell me about Lilith. Nyx was at the bottom. Then I see here. You're not the first person that she's done this to. Honestly, I think a good reason why is because John the maid here. To me, this is more so like a page. Mind you, this is an oracle deck. Feelings of being naive and anxious. Arthur, Champion of Avalon. So this is, yeah, companionship, nobility, self-realization. So somebody, I don't know if she's well known here in the YouTube community as far as like tarot readers are concerned. But the thing is, like, she may be a bit well known or has a good reputation, but Lilith, so hunger, animalism, instinct. I'm not gonna say gold digger, but it's more so like this is sucking the life out of something, but also disguising it. So the best I can come up to is that this person is someone that's a little bit money hungry. She also may kind of prey on people's weaknesses a little bit, and if she feels like she can get away with it, then she does. So that's, I think that's really what it is too, as well as like what I saw before, like she's used to seeing certain people. I mean, a lot of people come to her about one thing, but like may have came to her about like something. I mean, you already told me what it was, but there's something about that that may have been like a little unique or something. Or how would I say this? Let's say 100 people before you could have asked like, oh, hey, who's my twin flame? And then you're the only person that asked about an ex. Could use that as an excuse. But that's what I basically get about this person. You're not the only person that she's done this to, but again, um, she is gifted, but money hungry, and uses her influence to do this. Because who's going to come back and say that she screwed them over, you know? They were pretty much positive cards, so I was confused why she was acting funny. So it's also jealousy of the stuff coming towards me. Could be. That's sad, because I even used to purchase for private readings. Well, from what you told me, like Ten of Cups, King of Wands, and another card, positive. Yeah, and that's what I saw, like, Ten of Cups. Not Ten of Cups, I'm sorry. I saw, what was it? Come on, they were here. It must be the, yeah. Good news, and then sexual attraction. Maybe seeing that he had, that, like, maybe your ex still had feelings for you or saw something good coming. Because here's the other thing too, you can ask a tarot deck any question, but it will spew out anything that needs to be known, which means it probably at times it won't answer the question, it will tell you something else. And those of us that are intuitive, of course, will be able to tell you that. So it could have been that, like seeing good news. The other thing here is too is that me seeing positive cards is like this. If I have to ask a yes or no question, I will ask for a positive card for yes. Not every reader does that. But yeah, but probably jealousy on their end, like if they saw something good, or it's also the type of thing here too. This person, it's just more so like, well, let me see if I can get away with it, and in a sense she did. So yeah. I think it was a family card you pulled. Yeah, the what was it? I think it was, yeah, good news and sexual attraction. Yeah, that one. But that's why she probably did that from what I picked up, which is shitty of her. Yeah, I guess I'll keep my questions neutral on live for now on, or just not go back to her for that. Because it's like this, the only time I'm going to block somebody on my live is if they are causing trouble, and I don't like that. Otherwise than that, it's whatever. I don't want to offend anyone here. Well, here's the whole thing. What you asked wasn't offensive. You just asked like, hey, is my ex doing XYZ, or why are they doing this? That's not offensive. You're just dealing with a jackass. What was hidden from the channel discreetly? Not unless like you had your blows with her before, like the two of you went toe to toe with each other in the past. If it's not that, then she's just being kind of a scammer. Might be accurate, but that doesn't necessarily mean everything. Not to mention, the same thing in a sense can happen to us readers. Like you will have people that come to us for a long time, and then out of nowhere, like they will try to dispute a transaction. Not saying by like, oh, well, this happens, but like, I understand where you're coming from. It's just one of those things, you just be careful. Whew. But yeah. But go ahead and put that in your second question. Right, I've seen readers answer the weirdest questions. Shit, I know I have. The only thing I don't answer is just like from people like, when am I gonna die? Like legit, some guy a couple years ago asked me that. And I was like, I I don't answer questions like that because remember I gotta be the one that I have to sleep with that at night. I don't want to deal with that. Yeah, it's also I come off confrontational when I'm just strong willed. I can understand that too. But hey, and I see that one. Wait a second. Alright. Not the slave, will be after death. I know, I'm just a compassionate person, so I'm not worried about it character wise. And that's good. Like, it is what I mean, I get that, but at the same time, somebody legit kind of, in a sense, just like took your money and went. But you're right, it does happen, so hey. Oh, Lord. Hi, Steven. Sorry, I'm drinking some tea, but yes, you can. Also, sorry about last night, but my head was fucking banging. Alright. Do you feel comfortable answering the question about it if it's my ex calling me? Yes, I answer questions about exes all the time. Matter of fact, that's something that's like a lot of readers like commonly do answer, or usually do answer. A lot of people, like the three main things that people will come to us about is love, money, and career, and then their life in general or a specific situation that's going on. But love being the top one, you know. Because for a lot of people, if your love life is shit, then literally every other area of your life gets shitty. So yeah. Yeah. I'll ask first. You're fine. Well, she did refund me again when I asked to see if it was a different ex. Ah. I mean, the thing is this: if she didn't want to answer certain questions, she should have just put that out there or whatnot. For me, if it's like, if somebody pays me and they ask me a certain question that I definitely do not answer, I'll just be like, hey, so I don't answer this for XYZ reasons. Do you want to change it or do you want a refund? Because it's literally that easy. It's not rocket science, but a lot of people act like it is. So hey. Alright. Alright, Steven donated for free. Alright, Steven, you'll be after Nanosai? So I guess my energy is just energy irritating. I wouldn't necessarily say that. I will say this much. For some of us, it's like this, regardless of who comes towards us, it could be certain people, it's just like the energy could be a little bit heavier for whatever reason. Me, that's something that I do experience, but I don't really complain about or whatnot. But the only way my energy will get like that heavy, or I'll feel that heavy, is if it's like the same thing. But like at the end of the day, I have to remember too that I was that person, so I'm not gonna be bothered by it. But that's me personally. Yeah, right, that's right. It's okay to set boundaries. Just don't be conniving about it. Exactly. But about your ex, so you wanted to see like if it was him calling you or somebody else. I didn't appreciate it because I donate a lot. Understandable, because it's like I support your business, I do this, I do that, and you're gonna do this to me? That's so really not cool. Wait a minute. Where? There we go. All right. So I guess we'll see if it was this Scorpio, Brendan. All right. sure I'm here. Okay. I'm here. All right. All right. So, Deb, I'm going to just go over it, but here's where I get who it is. And mind you, if it sounds like Brendan, then it is. It's somebody here that is watching you. And they feel like right now you are kind of working towards your long-term stability. This is somebody here that you more than likely made a decision, maybe like ending things, or you made a decision for your own betterment, but they felt rejected and hurt. And they feel like they've been done wrong. Could have a Libra placement. Like they see you going after new things in your life and they see that you're grounded. Um, as well as I pulled two cards like yes or no if it's Brendan, and I got Six of Pentacles, which is a yes. Then I got Five of Pentacles, which is a no. It's just somebody here that just, again, they feel like you may have been unfair towards them. And then I pulled some zodiac signs to see like if it was him or not. And I got Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. So I don't know if he has these signs in his chart or somebody else does, as well as I have here the Moon, Venus, and Uranus. Is it somebody that's nosy, you were in a connection with, or had a crush on, and then the Moon is here? So I don't know if you had to balance out your energy when it came to this person or after you were done with them. So like I said, like if this sounds like him, if that sounds like him, then it's him. If not, I just gave you a bunch of clues as to who it could potentially be. But yeah. Yeah, it might be a nosy creep too. Yeah, because I was just like, I'm like, if that's not him, not to mention Wheel of Fortune is here, and Wheel of Fortune is all fixed signs, and Scorpio is a fixed sign. Let me ask, so positive curve for yes, negative curve for no. Does this person, does Deb know who was at the other end of those calls? Does she? 1, 2, okay. 8 of Cups. Again, does she? 2, 3. King of Cups. All right, so it could definitely be him because King Cups is Scorpio, somebody that walked away. But why was I, let me ask, okay, but why did I get a yes or a no when I asked the first time if it was him? 2, 3. 4 of Swords, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups. Is there a water sign around you? Like a water sign female? Because there's a whole thing, there could be somebody that has emotions for another person, and that other person may have the hots for you, and you're not really doing anything towards any of these individuals. That's weird. Could it be this Capricorn? Let me ask. Positive curve for yes, negative curve for no. Is it the Capricorn? 2, 3. No, Tower. Let me ask again. Positive curve for yes, negative curve for no. Is it the Scorpio? Is it Brendan himself? 1, 2, 3. King of Wands. To me, that can be a positive. If it's not him, though, it's a fire sign. One more card about it. 2, 3. Somebody that's moved away. Part of it could be him, and a part of it could be another person. Or maybe in relation to him. Oh, it's someone that has the hots for it, that has the hots for another woman. No. This person, whoever it is, from what I saw, or I asked, I'm like, why is it saying like it's him, and then it's like, why am I getting like a yes and a no? And basically, because it's like this, I saw a water sign, but it was not a male, it was a female. Basically, it's like this. The other person, if there's another person connected to this, it could be a woman that's attached to a person that likes you, but she likes that exact same guy. It's weird. It's complicated. I mean, he could definitely like her too, but like, I definitely saw that he likes you. I don't know if your ex has another person. Another feminine energy or me. It was another woman. I don't know who she was though. Who's the other woman that I saw? 1, 2, 3. 6 of Wands. Somebody that definitely wants his attention and wants to create something with him. Five of Wands. Kind of competitive. Someone that's kind of like holding on to that person. What's her sign? 2, 3. Aquarius. Ah! I got Aquarius as to see who it was. So that means that she could just be bugging your phone because she's jealous. Yeah, he's currently with someone else. But I haven't permanently blocked. Then if that's the case, then it could be him. And then my cards are just out here just saying stuff. Let me ask. Cards at the top. Cards at the top. Is the person calling Deb's phone, is it Brendan's girlfriend or whoever he's with? Is it the woman that's attached to him? Positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Is it her? 1, 2, 3. Knight of Swords. Again, positive curve, yes. Negative curve, no. Is it her? 1, 2, 3. No. But then I got like, let me ask. Is it multiple people doing this? Is it multiple people? 2, 3. 2 of Wands. It could potentially be like 2 people. People at a distance. People that you were fighting with. It could also just be like, I get here like mismanaging a phone number. So of course like typing in the wrong number or something. Aquarius, and then it's somehow connected to an Aquarius woman though. So here's what I'm gonna chalk it up to. It could be an Aquarius woman that's partially involved in this. What's the gender of the person that's calling Deb though? 2, 3. What's the gender? 4 of Wands. That's not telling me anything. Again, what's the gender of the person? 1, 2, 3. A woman, Queen of Wands. Why is she calling her phone? 2, 3. 6 of Wands. The Fool. 7 of Pentacles. Because she feels left out in the cold by somebody that may not be paying a lot of attention to them, or someone that they fear is going to like leave them. Is this person attached to Brendan? 1 card, 2, 3. Ace of Swords, that's a yes. So it's probably somebody connected to either him or somebody else that you were with. Okay. She's jealous of no friend. Yeah, I'll keep quiet, but they got one more time to try to get a reaction. That's sad. I mean, I would just block it. Unless it's like multiple numbers and stuff like that. But if I'm not mistaken, I think there is a way to wire your phone to somebody else's, like the police or something like that. Excuse me. But that's where I get, like, it's somebody that could be in connection to him or somebody else. That's fucking weird. It wouldn't be me. It really would not be me. Okay. I'm free. Okay, now I can go. Okay. Wire phone, like, for spy purposes? No. It's like this, right? So my mom would get a lot of spam calls to the house phone. So some way or another, she was able to kind of like get it to where, like, if you were to call the house phone or her phone number, you'd be calling one of the police departments here. So you could do that, but at the same time, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, because if somebody really has to reach you, then hey. So yeah. Oh, I can wait, Steven. All right, so who am I taking? Steven or Nam? Say who? Because like one, like you're like, oh no, you can go. Oh no, you can go. Who am I taking? Who volunteers to be a part of the Hunger Games? Yeah, I'm not doing all that for a man. Me neither. I'm not either. I'm like, you can have them, sis. It is gonna take all of that. Nah. Thank you for answering that. You're welcome. All right, Steven or Namaste? Who's gonna go? I know it's strange. No, not really. I mean, that situation is actually more common than you think when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. It's not really strange, but it can be a bit of a bitch to figure out. I'm not gonna lie. I'll just go. I don't want you waiting. All right, because I'm about to say, I'm like, who volunteers as pledge? It's most likely just him though. Yeah, because like the other thing here is too is like, how else is she gonna get that number? So hey. How did Dilly feel about me seeing him at Chris's house last night? I can't read. I don't mention his name to anyone. I don't see the issue. Easy. So when it comes to stuff like that, it means that he's been running his mouth, or he could have said something, even if he was just like innocently saying it, and then the other person took it and left. It could also be like overhearing them talk with their friends. Mind you, I know about this because I've gone through this. Not that I was like on the end of like me doing this to people, but like more so like it being done to me. Like year before last, people continuously coming onto the live, and also last year about a particular individual that like I had ended things with maybe some months before they even met the person, and then they decided to kind of like harass me about it by coming on here and asking questions about him to me, or getting my Snapchat, even texting my personal number. It's called jealousy and stuff like that. So that's how that happens. So yeah, over here and talk about, yeah, I mean, that's one way. And mind you, I know this because this is the shit that's happened to me, but that's one way it can happen. Or he's just talking, or he compares them. There's a bunch of ways. Either that, or they snoop through their phone, um, or they snoop through their social media or something. A lot of us are FBI agents at the end of the day. But that's just like some of the few ways and whatnot. So, yeah. Also, give me one second. I'm trying to find what deck am I going to use? No, don't fall. Okay, yeah, that's crazy. Did you get a restraining order? No. Because here's the thing too, it's not like I could prove that it was happening, because like when they would come onto the lives and other stuff like that, they were using like fake accounts. So it's not, and mind you, they're military, so it's not like I could like go up to their command and like tell them like, hey, these people are harassing me. Yeah. How did Dilly feel about seeing me at Chris's house last night? All right, that's fair. So how did Dilly feel about seeing Namaste at Chris's house last night? How did he feel about it? 1, 2, 3. 5 of Cups, 6 of Wands, Page of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, Justice. Give me a second. That has come up in readings that he compares me to the females he deals with. Yeah, and that's another way to kind of drive people a little crazy. But for me, I'm just like, if my person were to do that, I would fucking cuss his ass out. Because at the end of the day, that's not their fault. That's not your fault. That's his. Like, you're allowed to think stuff, just don't say it. But anyways, so now I'll say, how did he feel about seeing you? He may have been a bit upset and kind of wanted to reserve himself and wanted to carry on having fun, and maybe he could have acted like he didn't see you, or maybe he was just like, you know what, I'm going to act like I'm going to have fun, or that I'm having fun, or I'm just going to do this and that. However, with the Page of Wands, like, perhaps he probably did want to talk to you. Tell me about Justice too. Okay. The Fool. Yeah, because maybe things didn't end as well as they should have. Or they may have wondered too, like, with the Justice card, like, is she going to be fair, or is she going to act right? And they kind of just want to, like, to free themselves from the situation. Oh no, it's more so like they just try to balance themselves out, but kind of like want to get out of there a little at the same time too. How else did he feel about it? 1, 2, 3. The Emperor, Ace of Swords, the Magician. Again, Ace of Swords and Magician. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. It's more so like he was wondering what you were doing there as well. Maybe like who you were with, or wanting to see like what it is that you were up to. And at the same time with the Emperor card, either like acting a little uninterested, or just kind of like keeping a stoic attitude. So how did he feel about it? Like, he was a little upset and wanted to kind of like close himself off and wanted to free himself, but at the same time, like, want to know, like, okay, well, what is she doing here? And should I talk to her, type of thing. And that's what I see. What's your second one? All right, how's M feeling about me? All right. So how is M feeling about Monse? How is he feeling about her? 1, 2, 3. All right. 6 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups. How is he feeling about you? Oh, I see. So here's what I get. He feels like right now you're a bit blocked off or just not kind of receptive, and feels a little upset about how things have been going between the two of you or how things went. May even feel a little rejected. Um, because I see right for right now, like he's trying to move forward, but he does reminisce on the past and maybe a little upset too because with this 10 of cups maybe he wanted to have a connection with you, or he just wanted the two of you to be in good standing, so it's more so of like, damn, I don't have this. How else is he feeling better? Also, the stars at the bottom, so he may see that you're thriving right now, or at least may feel it, or just may be like, she's probably off doing this. Cards at the top. How else is he feeling better? One, two, three. Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, Four of Wands. It's weird here too. He also feels like you kind of cut him off, or that the two of you were kind of like at each other's necks, or just feels a bit defeated in the fact that maybe he's just maybe not welcome back in your life, or that maybe you're a little like cold towards him. But he also feels like in that same breath, like you're somebody that will welcome him back. So it's kind of confusing, honestly, but that's how he feels. I've been ghosting him. Ah, I see. Well, I mean, if he did something to deserve it, and hey, that's his little red wagon. Let's see, last one. Oh, I can't. Mm. I can't think of my last question. Is it okay if Steven goes? Yeah. Mind you, he has the same amount of questions, but yeah. All right, Steven, go ahead and put down your questions. Uh, Also, when you do think of it, you can go ahead and put it down, and when I'm done with him, I'll go ahead and deal with, like, answer that other one. Or if it's, like, in between, I'll just answer the question and then, like, answer the rest of his, however it goes. Sounds good. Yep. Steven, go ahead and put that. Go ahead and put down your questions. Also, honestly, has one more, but I told her like I'd either answer it after you're done or if it's like in between because it's just one more. Then I'll stop yours real quick and do whatever. But yeah. But go ahead, put down your questions. Okay, updates. I'm here for it. Right, I moved out into my new place. David seemed surprised I was moving and said it was fucked up because it was last minute, even though he sent an eviction notice, which wasn't legal. So I guess he decided to play a mind game with you, and then when he saw it was real, like that's messed up. You're not supposed to do that. Like, too late. He started being nice and thanked me for living with him and said maybe we could catch up sometime. He started. Okay, that's just the same thing. He was upset because of rent, I think. Well, he should have thought about that. Oh well. I was gone the next day. Hey. He texted me saying thanks for living with him again and said I should get help for my mental problems. I told him same and he said thanks. He might. I'm not gonna lie. His response to that was like, you know what? I might. How does he feel about me now? Probably feels stupid. Like I play mind games and then expect a person to go with it. Now I'm sad. Also, give me a second. I'm trying to see. Is there another deck that I want to use? Actually, yeah. Give me a second. All right. Cards of the top. Please, cards of the top. How does David feel about Steven now? How does he feel about now? 2, 3. Judgment. Page of Cups. 9 of Cups. Hangman. The King of Pentacles. Stupid. You feel stupid because it's like this. With the Judgment card, it's almost like I miscalculated because he thought that maybe you would kind of like be drowning in misery. And now with the 9 of Cups, it's like he, in a sense, got what he wanted, but isn't really too happy about it. But with this King of Pentacles, like he's a little cocky, but it feels like right now you could be in a place where you feel relaxed and you're chilling. the Devil, the Magician, Four of Swords. And he's reflective because, like, he was manipulative. And tell me about the Magician, please. Nine of Wands. It's like this. He was manipulative and just doing all types of shit that was stressing you out. And now it's like I won't necessarily say that he feels regretful, but he's sad. Like, upset. So there's that type of thing here, like, you know, be careful what you wish for. Because you just might get it. And he did. And now he's just like, wait, no. So that's how he feels. Just kind of upset that, like, you're gone. He was acting out and making noise before that day and how Leon's would know over. He wanted to know where I was moving and if I needed help, and I didn't say much. I hope you didn't tell him where you were. Alright, will he try to take any more legal action? Let's see. Spirit, so will David try to take any more legal action towards Stephen? Will he? 1, 2, 3. Three of Pentacles. Excuse me, Page of Pentacles. He may try to do something to get money. The Chariot. 7 of Cups. 5 of Swords. Excuse me. What's the 7 of Cups? The Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I see. He may try to do something to get money, may involve other people, but I get here with this 5 of Swords is like, I don't think that's necessarily going to work out. Because 7 of Cups and Queen of Pentacles is almost like having something up your sleeve. So Queen of Pentacles is here. This could be a particular woman that may help you out. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. Could be somebody that's blonde with tattoos. Because it could, like, kind of, like, blindside you a little. And it's like he tries to give you ultimatums or choices, but I think he would, maybe trying to get money, but I don't think it's going to work out in the end for him. It's like kind of like walking with your head down, and about 5 of Swords. 2, 3. Yeah. Because it's almost like you kind of like eat that shit up like Cheerios, but like either it's not going to work or he's not going to get the reaction at the end of the day that he wants. So is he going to try to? Yes, and I think he's just trying to get money. His eviction wasn't legal. I mean, you could take that to court and be like, he kicked me out, but come to find out it wasn't legal itself. Like, if you still have it, you could bring that as evidence, and he could probably get really, like, a lot of trouble for that. Alright. What actions will he take towards me in general? Alright, let's see. So, what actions will David take towards Stephen in general? What actions will he take towards him in general? 1, 2, 3. 3 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. The Moon. And 2 of Cups. So the Moon, 2, 3. And 5 of Swords. So this talks about just being like very deceitful. Also, like, self-sabotaging. Let's see. What's 5 of Swords? 6 of Cups. Okay. He could try to be childish towards you. Because in reality, he is hurt. And seeing that, like, you're handling things well. May even see that you could be with somebody at some point. Or maybe he could be. Something about 2 of Cups. Death. I see. I would not expect him to be petty. Um, or I would expect him to be petty, should I say. First, more cards at the top. What actions could he... Stop what actions could Stephen expect to see from David in general? Cards at the top, list 2, 3. Nine of Wands, the Empress, and then the Sun. In some way, shape, or form, he may try to get attention from you. May not be in the best ways, but it's just kind of coming from maybe some jealousy and hurt, because like you being outside of that house finally is going to make you thrive in different ways, and it kind of stresses him out. So I would say you could just probably expect this person to get your attention and be a little messy as usual. That's what I see. And honestly, if you're back and you have your question ready, go ahead and put it down. Could we use a holographic deck? Yeah. Does Delia wish things were different between us? Like, would he ever start things back up again romantically? Alright, well, let's see. Alright, let's see. Okay, so cards at the top, please. Cards at the top. Does Billy wish that things were different between him and honestly, does he wish that things were different between them? 1, 2, 3. Knight of Wands. Queen of Cups. 3 of Cups. The Chariot. And 10 of Wands. Tell me about the Chariot, please. 2, 3. The Moon. Tell me about the Moon. 2, 3. Does he, to a certain extent, like, because there's a thing here that he did think at some point that you were sweet and kind towards him, and that he was excited to, you know, be with you, be around you. And probably does think of maybe like either coming back around, or does think of like, what if he had put an effort into this situation and moved towards you, even though things were a bit confusing. Maybe there was just something a bit validating about the experience between the two of you. What more? Press the top, please. 2, 3. King of Pentacles. King of Cups and 10 of Cups. I see. Tell me about King of Pentacles 2, 3. Yeah, but like, it's like this at the same time. Like, he does himself to like, he does his best to anchor himself back in reality, because it's like he may feel like even though the two of you could have been a good match for each other emotionally and could have had something good, it's like there was stagnancy here, and then like the fact that you did cut this person off. Would he try to start things back up again romantically though? Would he? Cards will talk to. See? The Devil. Five of Swords. With the Nine of Cups, that's a yes, but it could be based off of lust. Or it's like a yes, but also could be like a maybe, because it's like this, right? If he's like really down bad, then he could. But I also kind of get the whole thing of like he does think about it, but also thinks that maybe it may not be such a good idea. But I do get Nine of Cups, which is my yes card. Tell me about the Devil too. Yeah, there's a thing that he could, because again, like he is attracted to you, but also kind of like lusts after you to a certain extent. So he could try to start things back again romantically. But to answer your original question, yeah, to a certain extent, he does wish that things would have worked out between the two of you, or had gone differently, per se. Oh, I see how it looks on here. Wow, it's pretty colors. Hi Ray, how are you? I'm good. How about yourself? Thank you. Yeah, that's deck. That deck. So pretty. What's it called? What's it? This is the Ethereal Visions Tarot. It's the Luna version. There's two versions of this, but this is the latest one. So the Luna version, or Luna edition, should I say? The deck's more diverse. But yeah. How long is the list? Um, it's just you. Like if you like donate right now, it would just be you. Cool. Thanks. You're welcome. What the hell? Okay. Eesh. Eesh. Am I still being spied on by the couple? All right, wait a second. Shit, give me 1 second. The connection went out. All right. All right, now it's back. All right. Come on today. All right, there we go. So I just had to fix everything in there. All right. Okay. Cards on the top, cards on the top. Is Ray still being spied on by the couple? Is that couple that she mentioned before? Are they still spying on her? 1, 2, 3. Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. The 5 of Swords is here. King of Cups. It's possible because the 5 of Swords that does talk about some sort of deception. And maybe to see like what you're up to or how you've been, especially maybe the guy involved, because there's something here about maybe a missed opportunity and people being defensive, or maybe Ace of Pentacles, 2, 3. Excuse me, 8 of Pentacles. I see. What else? Again, are they spying on her? Or, well, why are they still spying on her? 1, 2, 3. 4 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 9 of Swords. I don't know, like the Hermit. Again, maybe just to see what you're up to, but maybe they kind of feel a bit bad and kind of miss you, I get. Because they know that, like, whatever happened caused you some anxiety. Or they feel some sort of amount of guilt. Or at least one of them does. But to answer your question, I'm getting a yes. Thanks, you're welcome. I'm assuming they found my social media pages. Perhaps so. Either that or they could have just got somebody else to do it for them. I donated one more time. Okay, no problem. Now I'm gonna say you'll be my last person. All right, go ahead. Put any questions. What does M want out of our connection if I decide to talk to him again? All right, give me a second. Cards at the top, please. Cards at the top, please. All right. What does if Namaste decides to talk to him again? What does M want out of their connection? What does he want out of their connection? 1, 2, 3. Four of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Star, 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords. He may actually want something more stable with you, like a relationship, because he does view you as somebody that's very attractive and confident, and wish fulfillment, like a desire to him. But at the same time, like with the 5 of Swords, that can't happen if there's like that conflict, and that conflict would just be you ghosting him. Tell me about 5 of Swords. 2, 3. Yeah. Because it's like he's trying to have this and maybe you're not. What else goes at the top, please? 1, 2, 3. Ace of Cups, Queen of... Yeah, he wants to offer you love or a more a more emotionally stable connection, because he feels like he can have that with you. Because he's somebody that's a bit more traditional. So that's what like he would want out of a connection, at least. Or even if it's not like a serious relationship, at least have things that are a little bit more grounded than what the two of you have currently. But that's what I see. What's your last one? How is Indy? Is she happy? It's a dog. You're fine. Does she miss me? All right, let's see. So how is Indy the dog currently doing? How is the dog currently doing? 1, 2, 3. Ace of Wands, King of Swords, Hermit, Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords. She's all right, but there's somebody that like maybe a bit cold towards her at times. Maybe there's times where she may just kind of like be to herself, but just like still a very exciting dog. And maybe with the Knight of Swords here too, maybe the dog kind of like has zoomies, has the zoomies at times. Oh, I see here. Maybe she can either go away a range of emotions, like going from like very happy and excited to kind of a bit stoic and reserved. It would just really depend on who's around her. Okay, is the dog happy? 1, 2, 3. 3 of Wands. The Sun. That's a yes. Yeah, it gets a lot of attention at times here. Or likes the way that certain other people come over. But has a tendency to kind of like, I don't know, she waits by the door at times. Does she miss? No, I'm gonna say, does she preserve properties? 2, 3. Judgment. 3 of Pentacles. One more card. Does she miss her? 2, 3. Page of Cups. Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah. Yeah, because he did show her a lot of love. Tell me about Judgment. The Star. Yeah. Yeah, she does. Wow. Oh, I miss her. Go visit. Like, if you can, hey. Thank you. You're welcome. Alright. And to everybody that came on, everyone have a good night. Bye.